Tuesday, April 30th, 4:57 p.m. New York time. Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. My YouTube channel, consider to subscribe if you haven't. It's easy, it's free. Even better, join my Patreon page. The link's below. Access to the video the same day, so a lot more trading information. If you want to make a donation, I have a PayPal and a Venmo link below in the description. So it's the end of the month. Important to look at the higher time frames, the monthly candles on the indexes. There are several stock indexes. So we're looking at a 5-year chart. Each candle is a month. 20-year history, the S&P 500. 20 years ago, we were down here. And now, this year, all-time new high. U.S. market is strong like bull. Yep, outstanding. For the month, we closed red. We did make a higher high and a lower low. Still above the highs of this year. Still above the lows of this year. That's good. Yep, the S&P 500, the largest publicly traded companies. Outstanding, all-time new high. NASDAQ 100. This index is weighted more towards technology companies. Can't look at the past 20 years. This year, all-time new high. For the month, red. Lower low, lower high. The Dow Jones Industrial Average. Again, outstanding. This year, all-time new high. For the month, red. Lower low, lower high. This is a very old index, a very old stock index. 30 of the largest publicly traded companies. Very similar to the S&P 500 diversification, but smaller index. I make videos on all 30 companies inside as well, too. You can see down the lists, playlist. Dow Jones Transport Average. Red for the month, lower low, lower high. With that new low for the year. The Dow Utility Index coming off the lows of the year. And the Russell 2000, red for the month, big red candle. So these top 3 indexes, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the most important ones. Yep. Inside the S&P 500, there's several indexes. The S&P 500 includes the NASDAQ 100 index, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, Dow Transport, the Dow Utility, plus the S&P 100, which I don't have on here. These indexes are inside the S&P 500. Russell 2000, nope, it's separate. It's a bunch of smaller companies. Big edge. So again, you could trade these indexes. They have stock ETFs. So if we just look at the top 3, we all know they made all-time new highs this year. Outstanding. Well, in the S&P 500, there's 11 sectors. And we're going to look at that to see if any of them are performing better than the S&P 500. So we could decide to maybe just invest in those to do even better for your return on investment. And we're going to order the weighted average. Yep. Weighted average simply means that it has more weighted average in the index. So again, the index being the S&P 500, we look at these stock sectors. And the first one is technology. This is the stock ETF, XLK in the parentheses. Self-explanatory technology. Very similar to the NASDAQ 100 if you look at the chart. Yep. That's the price right there. Outstanding the past 20 years. This year, new high. And for the month, red, lower low, lower high. Healthcare, also all-time new high for the past 20 years. And red for the month, lower low, lower high. Financials, outstanding. Yep, outstanding. Red for the month. Buyer stepped in there. Consumer discretionary. Well, it's below the high from up there, and it's an consolidation phase here. Also made a new low for the year. XLY. Communication services made a new high for the year. Outstanding. Still below that high. Industrials, XLI. All-time new high. Outstanding. Right there. All-time new high. It's doing better than several of the indexes. Again, one could consider this index. Sorry, this sector. Consumer staples. Red. Huge consolidation here. Here's the high from a few years ago. Energy, XLE. New high for the year. Outstanding. Can you believe that? Energy. All the way up here. There's the past high for the 20 years. So energy, one of the better performers for the year. Utilities, new high for the year, but still below the high of the prior years. Big turnaround. So the energies, utilities, and financials are the stronger sectors, you see. XLRE, real estate, are we surprised? New low for the year. XLB, materials, new high for the year. You can do dollar cost average on these. So there you have it. Stock indexes, the sectors. Instead of looking at individual stocks, you can focus on the indexes and sectors, the best ones. Thank you as always for spending just a little bit of your time with me. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching.